It's me, Sophia.
And it's me, Samir. Any trips?
Ew, I'm getting the ick. Apparently, in Norway.
These people are bad people. What do you mean? Oh, wow. That's what's up.
That is what's up.
Refused the call.
And still, you did not fight. Oh, no, still, you refused the call.
Still, you refused the call.
Anyhow. Watch
The
what?
Last of Us.
Oh,
Because we're
let's
probably
do
not
it.
going to be able to watch a movie tonight.
Why?
It's like more people than we expected.
Oh.
I mean, we'll see, but
We'll see what's up.
Okay, but let's still put our names in a hat.
Yeah.
Or I mean, our things in a hat.
Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to This Is For Our Friends. It's me, Sophia.
And it's me, Samir.
We never do that.
Awkward.
Samir and I, right before recording, first of all, apologies for my lateness. We were supposed to start at 5.
That's fine.
I got here at 5,
That's all
baby.
right. I was chilling.
And
I would have got something else done if I knew you were coming a little late.
the reason for being late is because I left Ann Arbor later than I thought because Liz and Robert came there.
I
And
saw that,
they
and I was
came
like,
to
these
Sava's,
motherfuckers are there.
and I was there, so I was like, let me sit with them real quick. Let me
Yeah.
just sit, and then I'm going to leave. And then my boss came over, and she's like, why aren't you having a drink for happy hour? And I was like, well, I'm about to leave. And she's like, no, you can have a drink. I'll get you a drink.
Yeah.
So then I had to get a drink because I had to. My boss told me to.
Yeah.
So then I got a drink. And then I had to get gas.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's a good reason.
Yeah. So that's why I was late. But
Well, I saw them post in Ann Arbor, and I'm like, I looked at the time. I'm like, these motherfuckers better be here at 7:30.
no, they were planning it. They were like, okay, so if we leave at this time, we'll be
Cool,
there at
cool,
that
cool.
time. Yeah. So I think they'll be on time. Samir and I were just watching Anne Nicolette, Game of Thrones, right before we started recording this. That fucking show, dude.
Best.
It's so good. It's so good. We have chills all over our
I
body.
love it.
And we forget because of that last fucking season. But it was still good.
It's still good. It's still good.
Anyhow.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Potatoes gonna potate.
Potatoes will potate. Okay. Episode 26, fact check. Here we go. Taylor Swift, vinyl record, or the vinyl record that she broke. Midnights became the first album to sell more copies on vinyl than CD since 1987.
Damn.
Yep. The best-selling albums in 1987 were Bad by Michael Jackson, the soundtrack of Dirty Dancing, and Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses.
Sweet. We got the Midnight record,
Oh,
so it makes sense.
So do I.
Yeah, remember, I think Bona bought it for us?
Yeah, for your birthday.
For my birthday.
Yep.
Hey, I like Taylor Swift now.
She's
that album,
fucking good
dude,
as fuck. That album is so fucking good. And people who hate on her are just legit haters. Like, there's no ifs, ands.
There's no good reason to hate on her.
There's no good reason. She's a genius at her craft, in my opinion. And I think it's actually just a fact. It's not an opinion.
Yeah.
Remember that game that Liz was like, fact or opinion?
Yeah.
That's fact. But CDs came out in 82, and then in 88, CDs sales surpassed vinyl for the first time.
Wow.
So, yeah. Okay, the All About Perspective episode is episode 6.
So you said
I
5?
was off an episode.
You said 5 or
yeah.
7?
Yep, 6. It's episode 6 with Andre. And that's actually our second highest viewed YouTube video.
Damn.
At 591. Our first one is our first episode at 593. So only 2 off.
I think we get so many views on that one because if I search it on YouTube, like it's easier for me to type it in than like go to what I'm subscribed to.
This is for our friends.
This is for our friends. So
Yeah.
I'll like just type this is for our friends, and then the first video will be the first episode.
Yeah.
So I'll click that one to go to the newest
next
one.
Yeah, so it counts it as a view.
But I don't think it does because it'll be like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't think a 5-second
Yeah.
watch will count as a view.
Probably not.
But if you get one up a week on there, then that's me trying to find
trying to find the newest episode. That's fucking hilarious. Non-resident alien. So we were talking about how like your mom was here without a green card.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a resident alien and then there's a non-resident alien. And the resident alien is generally taxed on their worldwide income, similar to U.S. citizens. To be classified, you have to pass a green card test or a substantial presence test. But a non-resident alien is a person that does not meet the green card test, but like the non-resident aliens are only taxed on their income from sources within the U.S. and on certain income connected to the conduct of trade and business. So
that might be what she is.
Yeah. So they
she was.
Yeah. ATL with Lauren London and T.I. That's the movie that Leanne was talking about. This is what is it called? It's a drama
Gangster movie, I'm assuming.
It had like a specific
specific genre.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but 4 working class teenagers live in Atlanta in an Atlanta neighborhood where hip hop music rules, and the coolest place to hang is their local skating rink. As the friends look forward to new horizons after high school, they face challenges on and off the rink that bring about turning points in their lives. And I was right. I said, is that the one with the necklace? There's like a scene where they're breaking up. T.I. and Lauren London are breaking up, and he like rips a necklace off of her neck, and she's like, "Give me back my necklace." Yeah, it's just pretty dramatic.
Never saw it, never heard of it.
Yeah, I don't know why I had that like ingrained in my brain, but I didn't know. I don't remember anything else about it. Okay, let's talk about our week.
I don't remember.
Okay,
Nothing is
here,
coming
this
to
is
mind.
what happened.
Super Bowl.
This is what you did last weekend. You had a guys' night here.
Okay, right.
Okay, I don't know what you did Saturday.
What night was that? Friday night?
Yeah.
What did I do Saturday, Nicolette? Thank God she's here. Nothing. I hope not. I hope I just
chilled.
kicked it. No, Friday night was guys' night here.
Saturday was chill. Okay, Saturday I went out. I went to Dick O'Dow's.
Okay.
With Josie and Nicolette. We had Josie and Nita. We had a little girls' night.
I know.
That was pretty fun. I didn't expect to get drunk, but then I did. And
Sweet.
Amanda picked us up, and we had a spend over at Amanda's house.
Nice.
It was really fun. And then Sunday was Super Bowl, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And who won? The Chiefs. I picked the Eagles. I lost that one.
I wanted the Chiefs.
And it was purple Gatorade that was poured on him. And you know what's so funny? Is I was like looking at the colors, and I was like, isn't there a purple Gatorade? And then bitch is like, I guess I'll just add it. And then Liz is like, wait, there is a purple one? I'll do purple. And I was like, should I do purple? And then I didn't do purple.
Damn, it's all right.
But it's
You
fine.
wouldn't have won nothing.
Anyway, that's my week. That was your week because you don't remember anything else. Okay, so I wanted to talk about, where was I the other day? Oh, I was getting my nails done, and my nail person was talking about how her son really wants to go to Ohio. He's little. He's like in like
just to visit. Excuse me, to visit Ohio.
He's in like 2nd grade, and there's a song that he really likes. It's called like "Down in Ohio," and he has like midwinter break coming up, and he's like, "I want to go to Ohio. Take me." Like no one wants to go to Ohio. You know?
What the fuck's there to do there?
Exactly. And he's like, no, I just want to go to Ohio. Take me to Ohio. And she kept like telling him like, we always go through when we drive to Florida, like you're just asleep, you don't see it, you know? And I was thinking about like vacationing when she said that, and how like when we would go to Florida, we would always wake up, or we wouldn't wake up, but like our parents would pick us up out of bed, put us in the car at like 2 a.m. in like dead of night, and then we would just drive to Florida, and we'd wake up in like Kentucky.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Did you guys ever drive to Florida or drive to any of your vacations?
I drove to Florida once, but not with my family.
Oh no.
No, I drove to Florida for spring break, like college spring break, with like Dre, Nick.
Yeah.
So that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom was such a fucking trooper. She would drive the whole fucking way, 18 hours.
What's your dad doing?
He'll drive like an hour maybe.
No,
yeah, like,
really?
My mom is like the driver. Like
no
yeah.
shit. My mom's definitely the driver over my dad too.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're going like out of the state, my dad would drive, I think.
Really?
Yeah, locally, like my mom will drive.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah. No, my mom is just like, I don't know what it is. One time we went on vacation with Neta's family, and my uncle was driving behind my dad or in front of them, whatever. We were all driving together, but in separate cars. And my dad, like when you're driving and then the sun comes up, it makes you like extra tired. Have you ever experienced
Yes.
it? So we're all asleep. Usually the passenger, I think Beata was the passenger, and usually the person in the passenger seat is supposed to be like on alert too, like make sure that driver doesn't fall asleep, but we get sleepy, you know? So my dad is driving, and then the sun comes up, and then he like, his eyes goes down, and he's like, like the car swerves, obviously, and we all fucking wake up, and we're like, oh my god, you know, freaking out.
Yeah.
My uncle gave him like some fucking pills, I don't know, right, maybe like
Adderall
or
some
something, yeah, to keep him awake. So like the rest of the trip he was good. He was like wired, and he was like, hey, don't go to sleep, guys. Like he was fucking keeping us up the entire fucking time.
You know, I have a similar story. So I was like young, and I remember we were driving to New York one time, and I wanted to drive, so I drove the whole way from here to New York, which is like 9 hours, right? Mm-hmm. But I got there in like record time because I was on like 85 cruise control the whole way.
Okay.
Like I wasn't worried about getting pulled over. Like
Right,
I was going 15 miles over cruise control. So I remember when we got there, like all my family in New York's like, you guys aren't supposed to be here for like another fucking hour and a half. Everything I was doing was fast. We'd stop and get food and gas. I was like, fast.
Like perfect
in my
timing.
mind, I
Yeah.
want it to be like super fast.
Yeah.
So then on the way back, I was like, I'm driving, right? I drove the whole way. On the way back, I said the same thing. But we were like maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away from home. Mm-hmm. And I'm falling asleep. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to say anything. So but you don't realize, I'm like, damn, 2 more hours of being tired, like it's impossible.
It's impossible.
But I'm thinking like just push. So I'm pushing like maybe like an hour, maybe like 30 minutes of driving felt like 3 fucking hours. Mm-hmm. And then I remember like same thing, like I end up closing my eyes at one point, and then you hit this side of the road where it's like, and then like I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I need to stop driving. I was like an hour away from home at that point. And I'm like, I can't do it anymore.
You can't risk it, dude.
You definitely shouldn't risk it. I was just being stupid. I don't know what
I know. One time I was driving home from Chicago. It was after like Lollapalooza or something. So like obviously we're all fucking just dead, We partied all weekend, listened to loud music, stayed up late, and then you depend on your people to like stay up with you. But obviously it's hard because they're tired too, and they don't have like
they're just
an
the lucky
job.
ones that don't have to have to drive.
Yeah, so I'm driving and they're all asleep, so I literally have the radio up, like loudest I've ever had it up. I'm just blaring Hannah Montana, like because those were the only songs that I could be like pumped for. I don't know what the fuck it was, but
you were singing along and shit.
Yeah, it was the only thing that could like keep me awake. I don't know why. But speaking of like vacations and like when you're younger, what vacations do you remember most from your childhood? Did you guys go on a lot of vacations?
Yeah, not a lot, but we went to Florida a handful of times. California is probably my most memorable one when I went with my family. Mm-hmm. Other than Montenegro, but that was like I was older at that point, But California was probably the one I remember the most. We went to Disneyland. I had like two cousins over there. More than 2 cousins, but 2 cousins that are close in my age, boys. And they're like my best friends, like even now, and went to visit them and went to Disneyland. And then we drove to Las Vegas, which I was like maybe fucking 10 years old. What am I going to do in Vegas?
Exactly.
But I had a blast in Las Vegas. Like I almost remember Las Vegas more than... Like, I enjoyed Las Vegas more than Disneyland almost.
Really?
Yeah, because, like, we went to, what is that mall? Caesars? Is it Caesar's Palace?
I know
the mall
Caesar's
over there?
Palace is, like, a place there.
Well, yeah, Caesar's Palace is that hotel.
Caesar actually live here?
Yeah, Hangover.
From the Hangover.
Yeah, there was, like, a big-ass mall there. I think it was, like, connected to Caesar's Palace or whatever. There was, like, this fucking toy store that was like it was almost like the Disney store. Remember the Disney store at like Oakland Mall?
Yeah.
You remember? It was like that, but like times 10.
Yeah.
And it was fucking awesome, dude. I remember that. And then there was like this play going on inside the mall of like angels and devils and like demons and
oh my god,
gods and what I don't know. It was like Zeus and shit. You know, I don't know, dude. It was fucking crazy.
Isn't it wild that people like live in Vegas? Like that's people's home.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty wild to me.
Why the fuck? So when me and my mom,
I'd be broke.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have a gambling problem, but I just.
But if you live in a casino.
Yeah, no one lives in a casino.
But I'm saying Las Vegas is.
It's like living in a casino. Correct. Yeah, but maybe because you would be like desensitized to it because like you're around it all the time.
Maybe yeah, but you're thinking of like if like Elvis living there.
I mean.
Or people who are like, what do they call it?
I feel so bad for Elvis.
Me too. Well,
for what he went through, for like, because he wanted to go across the sea.
He wanted to go to Europe. He never went, huh?
He never went to Europe and kept him in Vegas. I hate that man.
Yeah.
Colonel, whatever.
Yeah, the Colonel or some shit.
Anyhow, but I was gonna say something.
You were gonna say living in Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, so me and my mom. I think it was like my senior year of my undergrad, and I was like I want to go. It was 2019, yeah. So I wanted to go to the Grand Canyon or like visit somewhere over there. So we stayed in Arizona. We went to the Grand Canyon, and then one day it was raining in Arizona, so we're like, fuck it, let's just drive to California. It was like a 5-hour drive. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah,
it's not bad, but like we came back the same day. Like we didn't sleep
oh
there.
Oh my god, yeah, you were there for 5 hours, came back.
Yeah. So we drove through, and then like on the way back, we land. Okay, now I remember. Scratch California. We did do that, but we flew into Vegas and drove to Arizona. That's what it was. But like it was not. Like it was during the daytime, and it was the least glamorous thing I ever seen in my life. Like during the day.
Wait, the Grand Canyon?
No, Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, the Grand Canyon was fucking. I can't, like, I truly can't even put into words what the Grand Canyon was. Like, it's hard to even conceptualize when you're there, because you're like, how is this real? Like this is why I believe in the simulation. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is this fucking real?
Right.
You know? But no, like Las Vegas is the least glamorous thing in the world during the day. Hideous. Everything.
I haven't been since I was 10.
Everything is ugly, so bad. And there's a F1 race there this year.
Oh, sweet.
For the first time ever. But like the track is shit. The outline of it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
shit. So we'll see.
You going?
No, not to Vegas or to any of them. It's not the year for it.
Really? Why all the top guys are out or some shit?
No, because I don't got money and I have too many other things to do.
Right. We're too busy.
Yeah, too busy this year. But when we were younger, we would always go, like Florida was like our only vacation we would ever go to, and we always drove. The first time I ever flew on a plane was when I was 17, and I went for Cancun for like my senior trip.
Sweet.
Whatever. But we would always drive. But the other places the only other types of trips we would take is for Robert's soccer, like travel soccer. And we'd always go to like Ohio and Kentucky and whatever. But there was this one time we went to Kentucky. Did I ever tell this story?
I don't think so.
Okay. So there's one time we go to Kentucky, and Kentucky is like known for its tornadoes and shit. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I'm listening.
Samir's
They're known
on
for
his phone.
tornadoes. Kentucky's known for their tornadoes and shit.
Yeah. And I am the biggest fucking baby when it comes to storms. Like, I'm very scared that I'm going to die in a storm one day. Like, that's when I was younger. Okay, so we're in Kentucky, and we're in this hotel, and it has this big arcade, and we're eating pizza. It's like by the pool and everything, and it's all inside. And it's pouring rain outside. There's this big storm, and they tell us like over the PA at this hotel, everybody, can you please meet up over here? We just want to show you where to go in case anything happens, like with the storm. So they show us where to go, these conference areas, whatever. We go back to playing games, and I'm on like Dance Dance Revolution by myself. I'm literally like 4, and I'm like killing it, you know? And all of a sudden, lightning strikes our building, like literally, like in a fucking, okay? And I'm 4. So
the lights flash and shit, all the games.
Everything is like so scary. Everyone screams, obviously. And I don't know where any of my family is. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? All of a sudden, I feel somebody pull me by my arm and like just running with me. So I'm just like running after whoever pulled me. And when I realize it's Robert.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So we're sitting in this.
Well, I know you're okay.
Yeah,
Because you're here
fine,
now.
Yeah. But so Robert grabs me, and then we're sitting in this conference room. And I'm 4 years old, so I'm like thinking the worst, you know, like everyone is dead that I love besides me and Robert. We can't find them. They're nowhere to be found. Robert, or my mom, my dad, and Beta, like we do not know where they are. It's just me and Robert in a group, or in a big, think like where they hold like conferences or, you know, and hotels.
Like a banquet hall.
Yeah, banquet hall,
yeah.
So we're like all just sitting in like a big square along the walls, you know, and I specifically remember people passing around pretzels, people passing around like a ball, like everybody just, and I felt like, oh, I'm an orphan now. Like, you know, like this is what this is, you know? But then we reunited with my parents and we found each other, but I was terrified. And ever since then, I've been petrified of tornadoes and storms, and like not so much anymore of like lightning and stuff, but like I used to be. Whenever there was like a tornado warning or a tornado, which one's worse, watch or warning?
Warning. I think warning. Nicolette, can you look that up, please?
So whenever in Michigan, when there was one, my grandma would just sit outside. Robert would just sit outside, like waiting for this fucking tornado to come because they wanted to see it. And my ass is like, warning is worse. Okay. Warning is worse. It means it's been spotted.
There was a recent tornado. Well, I don't know how recent. Well, when was that tornado that hit Richmond and like fucked up like a bunch of houses?
Oh, really?
Like in this year, yeah, maybe like August or some shit.
Yeah. So scary.
Yeah, we just don't even you didn't even know.
Yeah,
it's not that far.
No, and but the thing is, we're not used to those types of weather. That's why I feel like I could never live anywhere else because I don't trust any other weather conditions besides Michigan. I feel like even if though there could be tornadoes here, it's not the worst tornado that's gonna happen, But everywhere else,
you got hurricanes, earthquakes, tornadoes, fires.
Fuck that.
Sinkholes and shit. See those sinkholes?
There was a sinkhole on 15 in Dodge Park area.
Back in the day, you're talking about, right?
No, I'm talking about when I was alive. When.
Yeah, but I'm talking about back in the day, you're talking about 15 years ago.
No. This is either right before I graduated high school or right after I did.
Really?
I think I'll ask Kara about it, but it was in that area, near that area, there was a sinkhole.
How wide was it? Did you ever see it?
No, I never saw it. No.
Nicolette, can you Google that? Sinkhole in Sterling Heights.
Maybe I made that up. Imagine I did.
Or maybe kids back then were there's a sinkhole.
No,
but
because
it was
I remember it specifically
I remember hearing that though.
I don't remember when it was, but it wasn't that long ago. Within the last 10 years.
Sinkhole Sterling Heights news.
In 2020, it says the settlement was announced. Is that what you're thinking?
The what was?
Sinkhole.
2020, yeah.
What do you mean a settlement?
12.5 million settlement announced in Fraser sinkhole that displaced and then that power plant.
No, that's not what we're talking about.
No, there was a settlement about the sinkhole. Yeah. Maybe they sued the city
10
or
years
something.
later?
Oh, it said it started in 2016?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so then there's a settlement for it in 2020.
Oh, wow.
See?
In 2016, it said that it caused a bunch of accidents and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's not that
No.
common here.
No.
The bricks were popping off the side of their house as the house fell into the sinkhole.
So what? The earth just opens?
I don't know.
What happens when there's a
15 mile road.
15 mile?
Yeah.
I was fucking spot the fuck on.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know what happens there with a sinkhole.
So
It's
interesting.
I don't know.
Okay, this is actually an interesting fact that I got from that post that I
Okay.
Okay. We'll talk more about more of these later, but it kind of coincides with what we're talking about now. Hold on. So on my story, I put tell me the craziest fact that you know, and Nicole, who is
Nicole Weaver?
not Weaver, Katora, Liz's sister, posted or said that it would take 19 minutes to fall to the center of the earth.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, I have
That's a long ass time, but when you think about it, it's not that
19
long
minutes
though.
to the center of the earth. Yeah.
No.
Crazy?
Wait, what did I just say?
You said
You feel like that's kind of long, but it's not that long.
It's not that long to fall to the center of the earth.
That's like falling to the other half.
That's like me driving to fucking Beta's house.
Yeah. That's like falling to the other half of the world. Like halfway, you get what I'm saying? When you think about it?
Yes. Yeah.
19 minutes? That's it?
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
you're telling
God.
me it would only take what 38 minutes to fall
Gravity,
all the way
man. It's a force to be reckoned with, let me tell you.
through? Yeah. I know, that's crazy. Ugh. That shit, whenever I think too deep into that stuff, I
You know what my craziest fact is?
What?
And it's one of my favorites.
What?
If you take a piece of paper and fold it, just fold it.
Yeah.
I forgot what the exact number
However
was,
many have you reached?
but 32 times
Okay.
you'll get from here to the moon.
I don't understand
Yeah.
that.
So okay, when you fold a piece of paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's 1 millimeter. Let's just go with 1 millimeter thin.
Okay.
You fold it.
Yep.
Now how thick is it? 2 millimeters.
Okay, so
Right.
that's what they're...
So 2 millimeters, right? You fold it again, it's 4 millimeters.
Okay.
Right? You fold it again,
Yeah,
now it's
because-
8. So it just doubles. So 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8,
Oh.
8 to 16, 16 to 32, 32 to 64,
Right.
so on and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just fold a fucking sheet of paper 32 times or 36, it's low like that.
Whatever it
it's
is,
less
yeah.
than 40. I'll tell you
Yeah,
that
yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's less than 40.
Yeah, I've heard this.
If you fold it less than 40 times, you will get the distance. Like I said, 1 millimeter gradually will 40 times folded, you'll get to the distance of the moon. And that is true.
How do people
That's-
know this? How do you test that, though? It's like...
Well, if you just know the distance,
Right.
you got a calculator. That's it. It's the only way. It's the only way.
Right. I saw, that was in a show or something. Wasn't
Oh my
it?
God, I said under 40. It's 42 folds.
Oh.
42 folds. Yep.
Isn't it in a show and like they fold it like a few times and it can't go anymore?
Well, you can't. Yeah.
I just get it's in a show, but it was like fun. It's supposed to be funny, but I cannot remember what it was.
Eventually, it'll get so thick you can't fucking fold it.
Yeah,
Obviously, you know.
Yeah.
But
That's interesting. It's so crazy. The world is so fucking crazy, actually. It's so wild. And we worry about the dumbest shit.
yeah, we really do.
You know, like, it's my new motto lately has been like, it's not that serious.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's just not that serious. You know what? You want to talk to a guy and you're scared. It's not that serious. Who gives a fuck? Who cares if that guy doesn't like you back? It's not that serious. Just fucking move on. It doesn't matter. If you want to go out dancing but you're scared, it's not that serious. Go do it. It's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It does not fucking. You want to post that picture? Just do it.
Yeah.
It's not that serious. It's the best way to live, really.
No, it is.
I mean, obviously, take something seriously, but like when you're like really nervous about something, like is the likelihood of it being like that impactful? It's probably not
for shit like that, especially, it's not that serious.
Exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, take care of your fucking responsibilities and
Right.
shit, you know. But
Right. Yeah.
but yeah, man.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about because I was talking with my grandma the other day, and she was just telling like stories about when we were younger. Do you have do you remember what your first memory was
Of who?
in your life?
My first memory?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. It was a family party at my house. I remember it was my first cousins from France and my Auge from France. They were all over, and it was like 30 of us, all like first cousins, and like my Auges, and like, and I think it was the first time they like came or something like that. And I must have been 2 years old, and I just remember like throwing up in the kitchen.
Really?
Yeah, and then like, but I remember like running around in the backyard. I just remember it being like going from day to night, and then like running on the grass, and like the older kids and my older cousins now, like, and me just kind of like running in between them.
Yeah.
Actually just running in the grass.
Yeah.
Like how kids do now. And
Yeah.
you're like, they're not going to remember that.
Yeah.
You know, but that was my furthest memory.
Isn't it crazy? Like, because when you were saying that, I was like visualizing, like, think Harry Potter and think when he had it like flat, or when he would look into like that bowl and he would, the pensive, and he would have the flashbacks. Like, I imagined doing that and like you running through the grass and like being able to like see that, you know, like an out of body experience. Because when you're in that moment, obviously you're two and you don't think about even ever remembering anything because you're what the fuck.
Yeah.
But like somewhere deep inside your fucking head, you
I remember that.
It's so weird.
Yeah, and I could, like, when I close my eyes, I see everything that I see, and I know what it is.
Do you remember why you threw up?
I think just from like running like nonstop, like all day and night.
Because you got a lot of
And
energy.
then, if I remember, it's from mashed potatoes, and that's why like I used to.
What?
You don't like mashed potatoes?
You don't like mashed potatoes?
I hate mashed potatoes, and I used to lie to people and say I'm allergic to mashed potatoes,
But not any other potato?
but like I eat like fries and shit. But I'd be like, whatever. Then I'd be like 6, and I'm like, oh, I'm allergic to mashed potatoes.
Oh,
But I'm not.
my
I just
God.
hated it, and I think it stems
you
from
still
that
don't
day.
like them, huh?
I'll eat them, but I don't
you're,
care
like,
for them.
not a
Yeah,
mashed potato
yeah, but
person.
I'll eat them. Like,
That's really
if she
funny.
makes it, or if we're like at a restaurant and it's a side, you
Wow.
know, or
Whoa, this
I'll
is
eat
a
it, yeah.
memory that you pushed back, and now we're unfolding it.
Yeah,
and
the
now
trauma, man.
Now we know
Fuck,
why.
dude. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy that people do that though? Like there are people like literally have or disassociate so much with like shit that's happened to them in their life that they do not remember trauma. Do you know that?
Yeah, that's
People do
crazy.
this?
That's hard to believe.
I know,
That's
but it's
almost
real.
like hard to like.
But it's real.
Yeah.
Like you go through therapy and like people, you bring out memories and then you're like, oh, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. My first memory, it's funny though because it's like kind of you threw up, but mine, I got burned in my first memory. I was sitting in my high chair. I was like 2 as well. Yeah. I was in nursery school, I remember, because it was around like my birthday or something where I got to pick from a treasure box that day, and I got a toy phone, and it was like the coolest fucking thing ever. And I don't know how, but I put it in my like, you know how when you open the freezer where the ice is, I like climbed up and like I put my toy phone in there in the freezer with all the ice, and then I like left it in there. That's for later on in the story. But then I was sitting at the table in my high chair, and my mom brought over like a pan or a pot or whatever to like pour it in people's plates, and like it got my arm,
Oh shoot.
and I like cried so hard, and like when you're little and you cry and then you get tired, they put you down for a nap. So like I fell asleep and then I woke up and it was dark, but it wasn't like nighttime to be sleeping. So I just woke up, I go downstairs and like all my Augies are there and all my cousins and stuff. And my cousin Susie comes to me and she's like, look what I found. It was in the freezer when I tried to get ice out of the freezer.
It fell out in their glass.
In their glass. Yeah. That's my first memory.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And it's just such a random one. Like, it's so silly.
Yeah.
It's so, and then I was like thinking, I'm like, I can remember that, but there's stuff that's happened within my past 5 years that I'm probably never going to think about.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Ugh.
Shit, I don't remember what the fuck I did last week.
You never do. But,
You know,
and then I thought about, damn, my grandma is 87. Imagine how many fucking
stories
and memories.
Memories and memories lost.
Lost, all of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I got I don't know if you ever noticed, I got a scar on my head.
No.
Have you ever noticed it? It's a bald spot. Look for it.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You see it?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Right
Okay.
here?
Yeah, right here somewhere.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So I remember my parents were gone somewhere, and my Auge and his wife, who's also my mom's first cousin, they were like babysitting us or something, and me and my sister, like we set up like paper plates and newspapers on the ground, and we were like hopping from one to the other.
Like floor is lava.
Yeah, type shit. And I don't know how old I was then, but I was like really young too, like maybe 5 or something. I fucking slip on the corner and hit my head on the corner of a wall, and I'm gushing blood or whatever. Flash forward, pretty recently after that, my parents are at court for like their papers.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And same thing, I was like really young too. Maybe it was like a year later. Where like me and my other uncle, I can't remember who, I don't know which one, we're like throwing a ball in the like waiting room or whatever. And then the ball rolls under a table. And I go and pick it up and hit in the exact same spot, exactly the same everything.
Open again?
Yeah, it opened up. The same width, the same length, everything.
Did you have to go to the hospital?
I think they took me to the hospital and then they like, I don't know what the hell they did, but yeah, there's a scar there. And it doesn't grow hair.
Do you have any other scars?
I got like a scar on my, it's not like scar, like
Yeah.
That's from making jumps for my bike, and then jumping. I slipped one time, and the metal pedal hit my fucking
hurt
shin.
so bad. It hurt so bad.
I have another time I was riding my bike and I was doing a jump. You know how like this when you like there's a sidewalk and then they have like a little thing where it goes up.
Yeah.
So I was doing a jump there and slipped, and I scraped my whole left side of my face.
Shut up.
Yeah, on the ground, and it was like fucked up. I looked like the chick from Game of Thrones. What's his name? Stannis's daughter.
Yeah, I don't know what her name is.
And then didn't go to school like the next couple days. Funny story. My boy comes to like check on me, like, is Samir okay or whatever? And my dad walks out in his underwear. Whitey tighties.
They don't give a fuck.
Whitey tighties and like a wife beater, but like a loose one, like after you slept in it. You know, like it ain't like tight and fresh. You know, it's like, you know how your shirts get loose after.
I think that the tight and fresh one would make me more uncomfortable.
No, the whitey tighty, I'm saying. Or no, not the whitey tighties. I'm saying the beater. The beater was both were loose. But
no, I'm saying both would make me
but
uncomfortable.
yeah, so yeah, and then but it healed up. Look, you can't see nothing. Thank God, dude.
Yeah, that would have been, but cool scar, kind of probably.
No, it was bad.
Okay,
it was like
it
that was
it
would have been bad.
You would have been upset about it. Did you have any like big injuries where you
never
broke any?
Never broke a bone.
Me either. I wish Beata was here because Beata has like the best injury stories.
Really?
Like, she really like. I don't know what it is.
I never heard any of her.
I don't want to tell them because I want her to come back on and I want to
next
talk
time she comes on
the stuff about with her. Yeah, the only time I ever got hurt was once in my life ever, and it's a scar right. It's like very small. You see it, kind of. You see it? You can feel it.
I see it. Yep,
Right
it's like kind of like a boomerang.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I never look at it. Yeah.
You can't see it.
Yeah.
Take a picture.
Exactly. Yeah. On my crimson chin. Yeah. Do you remember Crimson Chin?
Mm-mm.
He's the superhero from Fairly Odd Parents.
I watched Fairly Odd Parents. I don't remember the fucking superhero.
The Crimson Chin.
I don't know.
He has a really big chin.
Yeah.
Beata and Robert always
looks like American Dad almost.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. But they always called me that when I was younger.
Okay.
I have a big chin. Anyhow, when I was like 1 year old, I was sitting. Did I tell the story? If it did, cut me off, because I swear sometimes I feel like I tell the same fucking story.
Yeah, now it's gotten to the point where we're probably gonna be repeating stories.
Anyhow, so I was in my high chair, and Robert was like playing with me underneath and kicking my like butt up in my seat, and like I'm laughing, But my mom is vacuuming, and she's like, Robert, stop it. Robert, don't do that. Robert, stop. Robert, don't do that. And like I'm laughing, so he's like, she's laughing, she's fine, you know. And then when you fucking launched me out of my high chair, and if you remember my old
stairs,
not my stairs, but my old kitchen.
Yeah, I remember it.
So my high chair back was facing the
rails,
the wall by the door wall,
the sliding door.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then I was facing like the pantry. And so I like flew all the way across the kitchen into the pantry, just like
you were flying,
free falling, yeah. And then I like fucking fell. Like, how was I okay? I don't know. But
yeah, man.
Maybe a year and a half or something. But my mom was like freaking out. She's like, I think I left like the vacuum on and everything. Just took you straight to the hospital.
Shit. Yeah.
But that's the only one. I was fine though. It's okay.
Yeah, no injuries after all sports. Like played sports my whole life.
Yeah.
My whole life since I was fucking 4.
Yeah.
Played sports, and just
me either.
God forbid. We're starting basketball again on Tuesday, and
full fledged.
or not this Tuesday, but maybe like a month, and then so I'm just don't want to jinx it.
Very good.
But yeah, full fledged. Yep.
Nice.
And then softball's coming up again too.
Yeah.
Mondays. Yeah, hell yeah.
When does softball start? Obviously.
I think Johnny said April 4th or something.
Oh wow, that's soon.
Yeah.
Wow, it's fucking flying. It's flying this year already.
We're gonna be good this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
I don't think so.
No.
It's the same fucking players, so
you
we
know
weren't good last year or the year before.
It's funny because I've heard you guys talk about this upcoming team like several times when we hang out. Like it gets brought up so often.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
It might get brought up tonight.
That's fine. I root for you guys. I want you guys to do well.
It's fun regardless.
No, obviously.
This is what like you know me. I'm super competitive like you.
Mm-hmm.
But softball, I learned to not get upset,
It's not
to get
serious.
as upset.
Yeah.
It's out of my fucking control. Like basketball is different.
You're doing
like,
everything you
basketball,
can do.
I think about my losses to
Really?
this day. I'm talking about my whole life.
I have that same shit with cheer
man,
though. I
like,
do. Yeah.
There was one game. I don't even want to get into it.
What?
There was one game. It was rec basketball.
Uh-huh.
So this is like before middle school basketball. I'm like 5th grade.
Oh my gosh! Not you holding on to a 5th grade
Oh man,
basketball
there's a
game.
video of it. That's I think why it's
okay,
worse.
the memory is very strong.
And back then you couldn't play the whole game. Everyone pays to play.
Right.
So if you're the best player, you can't play more than the worst player.
Right,
You
yeah.
know? You can maybe play a little more. There's like certain
Yeah.
wiggle room,
Yeah.
but it's not like you could play the whole game. No, can't do that. So I remember the coach, we were in the championship. Okay. We were like one of the best teams. It was actually one of the kids on my team, he ended up playing basketball at OU. Cody. Corey. No, Corey.
Corey, what?
Super fucking tall. He went to I think he went to De La Salle.
If you gave me Corey sounds like very familiar. So
I think he went to De La Salle and played football. But I
Whatever.
can look it up. Yeah. And so me and him were the 2 best players on the team. So his dad was the coach, and he would split us up. So I would play first quarter, he would play second quarter. I'll play third quarter, he'd play fourth quarter, right? And that's how we did it the whole year. We were winning every game, so it was fine. But the championship game, it's a little
More
different,
serious,
right? But we still kept that same lineup like that. But one kid in the fourth quarter on my team faked an injury. Nobody told him to do it. But he didn't care to play. He was cool as fuck.
Yeah.
But he didn't care to play. He was like, whatever. It was like a tight game. We were losing, like whatever. And he like hurt his foot or whatever, so they subbed me in. So now we're playing. I come in, get a steal, score. Another steal, pass it. We score. Like all of a sudden, like we take the lead. And now it's going back and forth. Boom, boom. We're up 1, and I get free throws.
Oh no.
And I was good at free throw back then. You used to jump.
Yeah,
and shit.
yeah,
You
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
Just like stand there.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was like good at free throws. I think I was like 4 for 4 that game.
Okay.
But these are now the clutch free throws. What happens? I miss them both.
Not both of them.
And they were both like in and out, like in and out.
No.
But I remember thinking like in the moment, like I didn't care so much because I was like, we're up. We just got to get a stop.
Yeah.
They come, they score.
Oh.
There's like 3 seconds left now. So it was like back to boom, boom, boom. Now there's like, no, maybe 5-6 seconds left. It's all on camera. VHS.
Oh my gosh.
And the play was the play was designed for that kid Corey, Cody or Corey. He's running, he gets the ball, and he trips. And we lose the game. And the time runs out, and we lose the game. And I'm crying on the camera. I'm crying.
Yeah,
like
of
crazy.
course.
And then to this day, I think about that because I just had to make the free throws.
Oh.
They're not making a 3-pointer.
No, they're
You know
not
what I'm
making
saying?
a 3-pointer. No way.
Man, and, yeah,
Wow.
dude. Yeah, I want to burn that fucking tape. I want to burn that motherfucker.
It'll be therapeutic for you to do that. It's so.
That was a bad one. I've had a lot of good moments, but I swear you remember the worst
You
ones
remember?
more.
Yeah, of course.
You remember your failures more than your fucking.
Yeah. I remember one cheer competition. So the way it went is like the year before we were really good, and then my coach left, and then we were kind of fucking shit, and then my coach came back my senior year. So then we were like on the up and up again, and we're at this cheer competition. We were competing against Southgate basically for like first place, and we're fucking killing them. These were the winners for the past 3 years of the state championship.
Okay, wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
And we're like killing them, you know? And then we're doing round 3, and like we just fall apart. Like my stunt group specifically falls apart. Like my contact comes out of my eye. Like it's like a disaster.
Oh
yeah.
my God.
Yeah, but I mean, like we recover, we're fine, whatever.
But like, what do you mean disaster? Like a leg trip? Like you're saying?
Like she came down, like, and we had to
shit.
catch her from the stunt. Like we recovered, it was fine, but like we're gonna lose.
You're supposed to
yeah,
perfect it.
yeah,
The
we're
point
gonna
is perfection.
yeah, we're gonna lose. Like this is over now, you know.
Oh.
And so we like go into the awards like knowing like we're gonna get second place. It is what it is. Like whatever. This fucking bitch, not bitch, excuse me. No,
One of the judges?
No, one of the fucking other Southgate people comes up to me after.
Slut.
Nah,
Maybe
she could be.
she could be right.
I mean, it depends. It depends what you define as a slut, you know?
Yeah, she could be though. We don't know.
Yeah. So she comes up to me and she says, "Really good job, you guys gave us a run for our money." That's what this bitch
That's
said.
nice.
No, you gave us a run for our money. That means like, oh, you we were scared for a second, but like
Yeah.
we beat.
They ended up winning.
Yeah, but don't fucking come up to me and say
No,
that.
I get it. You're
I just lost, bitch.
lost.
Like,
Yeah.
why not just say like, "Good job, you guys. Like, you guys look really good out there today." If you want to come up to me, don't come up to me at all.
No. I take back the slut.
No, she was a bitch.
No.
Because you should. The way she did it. Trust me. It was not.
Was it said with like?
It was like, you really gave us a run for our money or something like that.
She was like a hoity-toity.
Yeah, she like put her arm on me, like your hand. You really give us.
Yeah, she was consoling me.
No, pity party, and I was like, I literally just said,
Yeah,
that, you know?
yeah. Fuck that.
and then we were the reason they didn't go to states for the first time in 4 years that year.
Oh, really? Why? Like another competition?
So the way it goes, you go to districts. We always win districts, so we won districts. We go to regionals, and the top 4 people from regionals go to state. And so there's the east side and west side. So on the east side, 4 people go. On the west side, 4 people go. And they were on the east side that year or something.
Okay.
I don't remember what it was at regionals. I think they just got moved to the east side or one of it, something. And
but why didn't they? What?
because there were top 4, so we're at regionals, and it was us and Southgate competing for 4th place to go to state.
But they beat you.
No, not that competition. That was early.
Separate competition.
That was earlier in the season.
Oh,
so
wow.
early in the season they beat us, and then like that girl
So
said
you guys went.
So then
You
we went
guys
to
moved
state.
on. Oh wow,
Yeah.
hell yeah! So you got your revenge.
I got my revenge.
You should have went to her. You should have found her.
Okay, so you know something really good.
You should have found her and said word for word what she said.
I thought about
because
that.
then she can't be mad.
Yeah, I know.
All you did was
I know.
say what she said.
But listen, so this is really snarky about us, but they were Southgate Titans and we were Stevenson Titans.
You're right.
And
So
in our cheer we had like words, and one of our lines was "Only one Titan can succeed." Yeah.
you guys made it that.
Yeah.
You guys made it that. Like,
it was
that
like
was
yeah,
like your coaches.
only one Titan can succeed.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I hate the voices.
And
cheerleaders
I
do.
know they're fucking.
Only one Titan.
I know
Like,
it's like just makes sense
oh,
when
like,
you're a part of the sport. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And the thing is also no other state besides Michigan has the way we cheer, like our competitive cheer. No other state does it like that.
Really? So like ours is more legit. Like it's dope. Like we have a different style.
We have a whole different setup.
The setup is different.
Everything.
The competitions and shit.
Yes. So the way cheer is in no, not you. Don't do that. Ew. I'm getting the ick. Samir's crumping on his microphone.
Get mad.
That's what you're hearing.
Get mad.
Oh my gosh. Anyhow, Dun, 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 dun. No, that is the funniest thing. If you are listening to this, please go to the video just to watch what just happened. Oh my gosh. Anyway.
Love that shit.
Everywhere else, we have 3 rounds of cheer in Michigan. So you have round 1, which is like jumps, like toe touches, herkies, whatever, and
herky jerkies, right?
yes,
right.
Motions. Okay.
Are they called herky jerkies?
No.
Oh.
Motions and levels. Okay. So it's just like you won't understand it. Round 2 is everything is like military uniform. Everyone's doing the same exact thing.
Same time.
Same exact
everything.
time.
Yeah,
Yep. And then like there's 3 different. You do tucks, back handsprings, and walkovers and splits or heel stretches, and everything is at the same exact time.
So round 2 is Cadet Kelly's.
Cadet Kelly's. Yep. There you go. Round 3 is tumbling, flying, stunting, all of that stuff. Okay, like the stuff people like to watch.
Yeah.
You know, outsiders like to watch. Mm-hmm. We were always fucking killer at round 3. We don't have any music. We don't have any like. There's no pom poms involved. There's no signs involved.
Yeah.
Nothing like that. Like we could never go to like nationals if we wanted to because it's not the same at all.
Oh, really?
So like,
you
I mean, I don't.
You could.
I don't think we
but
could.
But you're saying maybe you won't like.
There's like
you
UDA.
won't succeed almost. Not to say like you'll fail,
Not
but like
that.
I'm saying, is it like
I don't know if we can even like
join
it. Yeah, because MHSAA cheer is so different than anything else.
Wow. Yeah.
And everywhere else has like music, tumbling, the signs, like all of that shit. No, they're not yelling. Like we don't have any music. We yell the entire time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
One time we went to Kentucky. I was so scared to go to Kentucky, dude, because of that fucking
tornadoes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
So when we went when I was like 16 for cheer camp, I was so scared. Anyhow, and it was in like the dead of summer, and I'm like, here we go again.
Bad timing.
Yeah. Anyway, they were all like, because they were confused by how we were so clean, because everything has to be crisp and clean in Michigan. It's not just about like doing the stunt, getting in the air, looking cool. Like you have to be like precise as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Your feet should not be moving in the air. Like when you have somebody in the air, like it has to be like that. And they were like, we're all like gobstopped by the way we did stuff.
You guys were disciplined like motherfuckers.
Because it was so different. Like they were still disciplined, but like it was so different than what they all did.
Mm-hmm.
And like it was not the same at all.
Was it, why were you guys so good? Was it the coach?
Yeah.
Like the program?
Yeah. Or the program was just like high
Legit.
standards. But honestly, like the craziest thing about it is the feeder schools, like was Jeanette, Mallow, and Heritage. And like those cheer teams were not that great. Like there was not Mallow. It was Jeanette, Davis, and Heritage. Excuse me. Those programs feeding into Stevenson weren't anything special. Like they weren't good in middle school cheer. Shelby, Mallow, like all those people that went to Ike and those schools were fucking so good when they were in junior high. But then
You guys took over.
for some reason, like I think
You hear that, Nicolette?
yeah, fuck that.
Fuck Eisenhower. That's pretty much what Fio was saying.
Yeah, I was. But it's just about the coaching, the program, the standards, like the expectations, all that stuff.
That's what's up.
That is what's up. And then did you know that I coached cheer too?
No.
After?
I didn't know you had your master's. You think I'm going to know you fucking coach?
That's so true. That's so true. I can't believe Leanne didn't
That
know
was
either.
funny
That
as
was
shit,
really
though.
funny.
Yeah, I like
Did you
that.
feel good? Like you were like, it's not only
I was like,
me.
nobody knew.
You're like, not even a dad. But you know, I coached after high school, after I graduated, like 2 years after.
How was it?
It was good. I coached a JV team, and they were fucking
Oh,
great.
you were the head coach for the JV team.
Me and
huh?
Beta both coached together.
nice.
Yeah, and they were really good. Our round 1 scored like as high as varsity people, like varsity round
Really?
ones. Yeah, yeah. So we wasn't too bad.
That's what's up.
You know.
That is what's up.
That is what's up. I kind of like that. We need that should be our thing.
What?
That's what's up. That is what's up. I have a fun fact for you. It's not a fun fact. It's just something very interesting. Okay, so I saw this on TikTok, and this guy is walking past all these strollers, okay, outside in the cold, and he's like, look at all these babies just napping outside, and he's from Norway. Apparently, in Norway, they keep their babies outside for like to nap outside. Just a bunch of fucking babies. Yeah, did you see this, Nicola?
What?
I'm gonna show you because I could not believe it, and I'm gonna put it in the.
Some Viking shit.
Yes, literally, and I asked on it because I thought it was.
That's how you get a bunch of Ragnars.
I thought it was a parody. It's not because they answered me. Where's my notifications?
They answered you?
Somebody
On the TikTok?
somebody random did. I said I'm sorry. Is this real or is it a
Fucking
parody?
Norwegians, bro.
It says another day in Norway. Another group of babies left out alone in the cold. Hold on. I wanna.
Another day in Norway. Another group of babies left out alone in the cold.
I don't believe that, man. They leave they left them there and then they bring the babies inside with them.
People leave home earlier in Norway than other countries.
No.
Another day in Norway. Another group of babies left out alone in the cold. But it helps with their breathing and makes them more independent. That's actually why so many people leave home earlier in Norway than other countries.
Isn't that crazy? So like it's like a traditional thing. I actually looked into it and I googled it because I'm like, that cannot be real. You know?
Yeah.
So it helps.
Probably so safe in Norway too. You don't got to worry about like.
I know. Somebody was like,
shit.
"This is scaring me though because now it's on the internet."
I was just someone catches wind of it.
And if somebody catches wind of it, then these babies are at risk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But
Someone, Epstein's about to fucking go to Norway and
Ooh,
vacation there.
Ooh, God. That guy is, my God.
Ghislaine Maxwell's about to go over there. Dude.
Ooh, she scares me more than him. I don't know why.
Both
And I think
fucking
that might
freaky.
be like a fucking misogynistic thing, but how can you help a man do that to fucking women?
Apparently she was like the actual like brain piece.
I believe it.
Like her dad was like, I used to know more. Her dad was like some like top like fucking, he was like James Bondish. Like had like gadgets and like submarines and shit and like taught her how to like fly a plane when she was like 12 and shit. Like yeah, her dad was like
I watched a documentary
one
on
of those
it.
motherfuckers, you know, like a hitman, like James Bond style shit, you know. So he trained her everything and like I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
that shit is so freaky. It's so fucked up.
But yeah, that's not conspiracy.
No, that's not conspiracy.
That's not conspiracy.
Not at all.
But it pisses me off, you know. It's almost one of those things. It grinds my gears. You
Them
know?
or the situation?
No, like how people are almost desensitized to it. Because like if I showed a video, granted a video is one thing. If I showed people kidnapping fucking kids, people are freaking out.
Right, yeah.
Or like doing random shit to kids.
Right.
But I'm saying like people will like, there's like more people fighting, it seems like at least, for like puppies.
Than
like,
babies?
And like animals and shit than like
kids.
sex
trafficking?
Yeah, sex traffickers and shit. Like
I don't know. I don't think that's true.
I don't know.
I don't think
I don't
it's
think it
true.
is either, but it's like it almost feels
People-
that way.
I
Where it's
think
like
that's
people
like-
are like don't like they'd rather not talk about it.
I don't know.
Which I understand because it's like you don't want to think about it, you know, and it's
Yeah.
like how you were going like ew, yuck, like I don't want to talk about it. Like it's like
no,
one of those things
I'm
people
fine
don't
talking
wanna-
about it. I just like hate those people. Like I hate
Yeah, for sure.
Jeffrey Epstein. I hate Ghislaine whatever Maxwell or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I just don't like them. Like I will talk about it because I think it's an not interesting story, but like a fucked up story that's
Yeah,
like
fuck yeah.
you know captivating. But I do think the thing is I see a lot of people post like, why aren't we talking about this?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like kind of like that.
I think there's me more the media, like the
Yeah.
CNN don't talk about it, and like Fox News don't talk about it.
Right, yeah. But my thing is like, then talk about it. Keep talking about it. Keep posting about it. Let's do something about it. Like we should, you know, 100%. And like I do see a lot of like celebrities, like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have like a whole thing. Like
On it?
surrounded by like about like
Oh,
saving
really?
people from like sex
Oh, yeah,
trafficking
yeah.
and like
Doesn't
donating
Ashton
and
Kutcher do some shit
Ashton
like that?
Kutcher does stuff like that too. Yeah, like he creates like technology to like find those people and shit
That's what's
and
up.
like yeah. So I do
That
think
is what's up.
that is what's up. Yeah. That's gonna be the that's the title. Of this
You just got to catch
That
it
is
whenever I
what's
say
up.
that's what's up. I feel like I say that a lot now.
You do.
Said it 5 times this fucking episode.
No, but yeah, I think I do think it's talked about enough, and I know what you mean though. Like in the media, like the people who should be reporting on that shit. Yeah, it could definitely be doing it more.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so scary, dude. It's so
It
scary.
really is, dude. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, you can't worry too much either.
Yeah, of course.
'Cause then
Yeah.
you're just,
Living in fear your whole
Yeah.
life. Yeah. I mean, be careful. Be aware of your surroundings, of course, but
like Great Lakes Crossing. Did you know Great Lakes Crossing is like one of the top
places.
places to be fucking
Yeah.
kidnapped? What the fuck?
That's why there I don't go alone. There I will not go alone. Too scared.
They're mistaking you for like a 12-year-old.
Exactly. Well, and they do it to older people too. You know, like it's not.
They will.
just
That's true.
That you'll
That's
do.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a story about somebody. Like I think it was at this Meyer or the one on 16, somewhere near where I don't remember where I was living at the time, but near my house somewhere. And at Meyer, there was a girl who had to go to the bathroom, and she was at Meyer with her mom. She's like, "Mom, I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and then a girl followed her in there and like stuck her with something,
like a
something, yeah,
Give
like
her a
to
jab, like
to like
a-
faint or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
pass out. And the mom was like, "Why is she taking so long?" Because the lady didn't know that like a mom was waiting for her,
Oh,
you know.
wow.
So she went in there and like found her daughter like passed out and like the
being like dragged
yeah
or whatever.
yeah, and like the other lady, so like
Dragged or drugged?
drugged and then dragged.
Wow.
yeah. And then yeah, it was like this whole thing on the news, but I don't think they like caught the person who did it. But like, yeah, like females help men do it. You know, like
That's
That's what's fucked
What's
about
going on
it.
with
Like,
these people, man?
that's what's
Albanians are big on that, dude.
on what
Sex trafficking
in Albania
in
and stuff.
Europe. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's fucked up.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
People will do anything for $1, dude. What the fuck is going on?
And like power. That's what like people really want when they're like in
I
those
think that's
situations.
when
It's
it's-
power and controlling and manipulating.
I think power and control. I think that's like the Epstein shit. Like they get like
I feel like with them, it's like I can have this, so I'm gonna take it.
right. I
like-
think that's a mindset of someone that wants that. But I think it's more. I'm talking about like okay, Epstein doing it. That's more. I think him like blackmailing like the people that are coming like on his island type shit, right? I think, but like say like an Albanian doing it is more like what you said, or no, I'm sorry, an Albanian doing it is more like just for money. Like
yeah.
it's their
yeah.
crime,
Yeah.
organized crime.
Yep.
Selling drugs. All the drugs go through Albania.
Yeah.
Like 80% or some crazy number like that.
It's
You know,
so
like, but who fucking knows?
It's so fucked up. It's like sometimes I'm like, we are so sheltered by our own reality that like it's so hard to even think that's real. Or like even in other countries, like the way women live in other countries compared to how we're able to live here, you know? Like I'm not saying like we don't get to complain, but like holy fucking shit. Like
We
what
really don't.
like
We got it made over here.
we got it fucking made. Like there's no ifs, ands, and whats about it.
Other countries, there's war on their land. Like, we don't have to worry about,
Yeah.
for the time being,
Knock on wood. Yeah.
like, enemy soldiers roaming our fucking, like, cities.
Yeah.
We don't got to worry about that. Like, other countries got to worry about that.
Yeah.
Their neighboring countries coming in and invading and shit. And
Yeah.
one of my old coaches told me a story. I'm, like, good friends with him now still. I don't want to say friend. He's, like, a mentor more so, like, you know, like, father figure type shit,
Yeah.
you know? But I was helping him out with something recently, and I stopped at his house. He was telling me a story. So he's Polish, right? And his mom and his mom's sister and brother, they're obviously all Polish too. And he was telling me a story for back in Poland. This was during like the Nazi time, that the Nazis invaded like their village and they were staying at the town square. And I was like, when he was telling me the story, I was picturing like Tus,
Yeah.
right? Like the Nazis like occupied like that like town square, and then there was like neighboring villages all around, right? But it's like I'm picturing like Malsi, you know, where it's like Tus and then Milish and Dinosh are down the way, you know.
Right.
His mom and his mom's sister, like when they were like 6-7 years old, when the Nazis were coming down the road with their tanks and their like cars or whatever, right? They would the family would send his aunt, right, who was like 8 at the time, and she would have to run and tell all the neighbors like the Nazis are coming.
Oh my gosh.
You know? Like crazy shit, you know.
It's so crazy. It's so I cannot believe that was real. Like it's oh my god.
Yeah.
That was real.
Fuck yeah, it was.
And it wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't that long ago. And like that's why I feel like people forget like that. What's the word I'm looking for? Not civilization, but like power. Like we're a power. Like America's a power.
Yeah.
But it's like now we call them countries, but what they are like empires. Right? Like you had the Roman Empire, and then like Genghis Khan had his time when he ruled the fucking, or like ran the world and shit, had all the fucking power, and like all we are is like a bunch of empires, right? And like the Russian Empire and the American Empire, and like this doesn't we think like America's just gonna be here forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Things
Like
can change.
the empires fall.
Yeah.
Like think about it. Like England ran our shit
Yeah.
recently.
300-ish years ago.
Right?
Yeah.
What, 1750s or some shit?
1776 is when we were like free.
Independent.
Yeah.
You know, like that's not that long ago. Like, and now we've been doing our thing. You know, but like, what about 100 years from now?
Yeah.
Are we America?
I know. It's crazy to think about. Yeah. Well, and it's crazy because, you know, like we're saying like that's not that long ago. And that's why people are still like so hung up on like
The Second Amendment. I hope so. And the First Amendment.
well, like, what do you mean?
Like on like gun rights and
Well, like, and just hung up on like even like civil rights. Like because like it was not so long ago, like in the 60s when people didn't have civil rights,
right.
you know.
That's
so like it's not that
more
that
recent,
long.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's not that long ago. So for us to say like it's over, it's done with, like we don't have to worry about that. Like it's not, because there's gonna be people who are still like lagging, you know. Like even how there's like countries still are behind. They're behind with the times. Like they're not catching up yet.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like that's why people are like. It's okay, like it makes sense why people are still hung up on some stuff, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I think it was Dave Chappelle made a joke. Did you hear where he's like the founding fathers when they said, "All right, what's the First Amendment? Okay, freedom of speech." But you better get a gun. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you want to be able to say whatever the fuck you want to say, you better get a gun. You know,
Yeah.
that was why it was the second
With
one.
the second
It was
one.
more of a joke, but
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah.
Do you think that the Constitution should or could be changed?
No, I don't think it should.
But like, do you think? But like the founding fathers, when they wrote it, they didn't write it for
Doesn't
it
matter.
not to be though.
Doesn't matter. You don't change the Bible. You don't change the Quran. You shouldn't.
That's not a Bible. That's not religion. There's no God
that's
involved.
not religion, but it was. But those are like founding principles.
Yeah,
They're
but those
not
people
like,
are also like so different than who we are now, and like you might even
you
have
should
morals
not-
that
but-
are different.
Okay. Let's just if we were talking about, I don't know much about it, to be honest, like the
Mm-hmm.
Constitution and all that. I really don't, but I know for a fact, you take an inch or you give them an inch, they take a mile. That's what they do. They don't strip your rights.
Are you talking about the government?
I'm talking about the government.
Okay.
Yeah, the government. They don't strip your rights in a one swoop. They take a little bit today. They take a little bit next year. They do another bill, another this. Take a little bit here. Take a little bit there. That's what people don't understand. And who was one of my favorite quotes? And I don't even remember it. It was like, "Give me." What was it? It was like, I lost it completely.
But there's like
The
like,
liberty. It had to do with liberty, and it was like, it was pretty much like I'd rather die than give you an inch. I'd rather die. Like,
That feels a little dramatic.
I want all of my freedom. Like, for safety. That's what it was. Like, you can't trade your freedom for safety.
Yeah.
That's one, because like that's why people are like, oh, ban guns. Who commits crimes? People that break the law. It's a crime. It's already illegal to kill somebody. You're already going to prison if you kill somebody. Then why are these people killing them? It's already illegal. So if you make guns illegal, the only people that hurt from that law are good people.
Well, no, because good people would still be able to get guns if they followed the right procedures.
Not what they're trying to do. No, I'm saying like
But who's trying to do what? Like, do you even know?
I'm saying the liberals. That's what I'm trying to say.
But like,
The people trying to take guns away.
you're making it an extreme. No one's trying to take them away.
You give an inch, they take a mile.
But
That's my point.
But you're okay.
That's my
So we
point.
always talk about how it's always so extreme. It doesn't need to be that extreme.
But I'm telling you.
But what?
I'm telling
Can you
if
give me an example of when we gave an inch and then they took a mile?
When 9/11 happened, George Bush tapped all of our phones, all citizens' phones, and all that for safety purposes. They put it in a bill
Okay.
to catch terrorists, but they had the right to spy on all U.S. citizens for any reason. That's one.
Okay.
So because they're like, oh my God, like no one knows what's going on. Fuck, we've been attacked. No,
Yeah.
we all lose our rights.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's one. Like I said, I'm not that well educated on it, right? like when it comes to like the gun stuff. But they want to, okay, this is a good example. Like so I know I think you're referring to like when you said good people can still get the guns. When you said that, I think you're referring to background checks and shit like that, more strict background checks, right?
I'm not referring to anything specific. I'm just saying like if we put in some more whatever guidelines it may be. Like you, I'm not that well versed into it either. This wasn't even like what I meant by the Constitution either. This whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I nothing specific. I'm just saying, and I know people are going to say those people are still going to be able to get their guns illegally. So yeah, maybe. But there's also statistics on stricter gun laws in other countries that don't have mass shootings.
Right.
As
that
much as
be,
we
I think
do.
That's more of a mental illness thing.
So, and listen, and I'm full on for mental illness, and like you know how I am. Yeah, and I would love if all of America could figure that shit out. But there's one issue here that like might be easier to hit first, and it might be the gun.
I don't think so. Chicago, no guns are allowed. Look where that's the murder capital.
What do you mean no guns are allowed?
It's illegal to own guns in Chicago.
Is that like
guns
fact?
Are banned. That's a fact. Guns are banned in Chicago.
How is that possible?
Guns are banned in Chicago. You're not allowed to own a gun in Chicago.
But like, okay, I never heard that.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, now
it's okay. No, I'll
it's
believe
a murder
you.
Capital, right? So
I'm just saying, like. To blame it all on just the mental health is just like blaming it all on just the guns. Like it can be both.
Right. But okay, and this is okay, back to the take an inch and a mile real quick before I forget. I'm sorry. So the background checks, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can get behind that
all
day.
Mm-hmm.
But they were saying to like ban like semi-automatic weapons, ban assault rifles.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I mean by take it. Like they're like, you can keep your handguns, you can keep your rifles or whatever, your bolt action rifles, or but we need the semi-automatic and your automatic weapons are already banned.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. So we're gonna ban automatic weapons. No. We're gonna ban automatic weapons. Okay, fine. They ban automatic weapons now. Oh, we're gonna ban semi-automatic weapons.
Yeah,
semi-automatic or where it's like you have to automatic. Hold
I know.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, I'm just.
So that's what I mean.
This wasn't.
They little by little. Then next thing you know, you don't have guns. And how can you defend yourself against tyranny?
I would never say don't have guns. That's not my take on it at all.
I just we're not arguing here. I think we're just
yeah, for sure.
On opposite sides of the.
Yeah. But that's why like don't say they as in liberals, because there's a lot of people that don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're saying there are liberals that don't agree with that. No, for sure.
You
but
know?
I'm talking when I say I'm not talking about liberals like friends and family. I'm talking about the political agenda liberals, the Democratic Party, because that is their agenda.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Now, is there
I just think I also
an
think
apple in there that doesn't want? Like, is there a Democrat that's a senator and doesn't want to ban anything?
My thing is
for sure, I'm sure there is.
It's just so hard for me to, because like obviously I want people to be able to protect themselves, but then there's like these mass shootings, and obviously I know that mental health and illnesses are such a big play in that, but I also do think that guns are a big play in that, and it would be ignorant and not naive to say that it's not a big part of it, because that's what's killing the people. And like that, I think that's where I would like to stop the conversation. And you can say one last thing.
No,
but
like, if I say one last thing, it's just gonna lead to another.
But
I do have something I want to say, but
no, you can
really
say it.
Doesn't even matter.
It's okay. But like I think we can both agree. Obviously, it's mental illness, but we can't just be like guns are never the issue.
It's one of those things like
guns are never the issue.
Guns don't kill people. People kill people, and I know it's
with
so
guns.
simple. Yeah, people kill. Look at Game of Thrones. People are killing people with swords.
Okay, but this is not Game of Thrones. This is 2023.
Back then, people kill people with swords. Back then, people kill people with arrows.
But not as easily. Not as easily.
But what if ban cars? People ran through parades.
That's different.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
I don't know.
Yes, it is, because there's not as many people running through parades as there are people mass shooting kids in schools.
But if you ban guns and no one can get their hands on guns, they're just going to resort to other ways. These people are bad people. It's just bad people. If it's not guns, it's something else. If it's not running people over with their cars, they're grabbing knives. Like they're gonna.
I just don't think you shouldn't compare running people over with their cars with the guns, because that's just like.
What do you mean?
Because you're taking something that.
How not? How can you not?
Because that doesn't happen as dramatically as it happens with the guns. Like,
I don't know. I mean,
you're taking two things that aren't really going to be able to compare to each other, in my opinion, and trying to compare them when I don't think that's right.
I guess my point is saying,
obviously if the bad people are going to do bad.
That's my point, because it's already illegal.
Yeah.
It's already illegal to kill people. It's already illegal.
Yeah. But it's also very easy for people to go get guns who shouldn't be getting guns. That's fact. Like, people can go get guns at a Walmart. People can go get guns at, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so, like, maybe just make it a little harder for the people who shouldn't get it.
That I can get behind. That.
Yeah.
I
So,
can
like,
get behind that. But felons can't get guns.
Yeah.
You know, like.
But yeah.
But yeah,
whatever.
There's
no
hard.
easy solution to it, and like everyone's gonna have I know people are gonna be listening to this and gonna hate what I'm saying and hate what you're saying, and
it's hard.
Yeah.
If it was easy, there'd be a solution already.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what? If it was easy, we'd be in heaven, because that's where it's blissful and there's peace. And that's just the way it is.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
It's one of those things. Like, fuck. You
Yeah.
do your best. That doesn't mean leave things be. Mm-hmm. You do your best.
For sure. Okay, so after that big topic, let's move on to something more fun.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, so I posted on Instagram. I posted two things. One of them was, what's your favorite question you've ever been asked, or what's your favorite question to ask people? Okay. So I got some responses, and then my other one was like, tell me a fun fact. You're the craziest fact you know. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna pull these up right now.
All right, let's see.
I got a few ones.
I was worried you were asking me. I'm like, I'm not gonna remember that. But then I remembered that's what you posted.
No. We don't have to think too much about this. Favorite question you've been asked. Okay, this one's fun. Lizzie Poo entered this one. What movie would you want to see again for the first time?
Damn.
That's a good one.
That's a great question. She's not asking us, right? This is just one of her favorite questions.
We should answer it. Yeah. Okay. No, we're just gonna tell people.
We're just gonna tell people what the questions are and then move on.
I think we should answer that.
Yeah.
I would say.
Damn, that's a great.
It's a fucking great question. It's such a good question. I think I would say. Oh fuck! I want to say like Infinity War, because like, holy fucking shit! Like that was. But like, I also would want to say Endgame.
Yeah, but I would let you combine those.
Yeah, together.
I'd let you combine those.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say those.
Oh man, honestly, movie or can I go series?
Okay, go series.
It'd be Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones for the first time ever.
Yeah, for the first time ever.
100% agree with you.
For the first time ever, because like and the reason I say that is because you come across these rare people in your life that haven't watched Game of Thrones,
and you're
right?
like, I wish I could watch for the first time.
And I tell them, like, for the love of God, watch a show, because I would love to trade places with you. I would love to be you right now and never have watched it.
Yep.
And fucking finally watch it for the first time.
Do anything for
Jonah Hill came out and said something about that.
What did he say?
He was like against watching Game of Thrones for the longest till recently.
Oh,
I'm
really?
talking about like this interview must have been the last few months.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like, I was always against it. He was like against like dragons and shit, like the movies like that. For some reason.
That's how Robert was.
Yeah, just never cared for those type of movies.
Exactly.
Not against it, but just never cared for them. And he said like he was watching it, like now he's like obsessed with it, and he's calling all his friends like, oh my god, the red wedding, like what the fuck, and they're like, dude, this was a cultural moment.
Yes,
like back in when it
literally
happened.
like when it happened.
Yeah,
when you say like red wedding, people just
know what the fuck you're talking about. Yeah,
still get the chills. I remember Banta was watching for the first time, and I was sitting there.
It's coming up.
Yep, she had no.
It's coming up.
This is old. This is after it.
No, this isn't after. He was alive.
100%. No, he's not.
I'm telling you. Oh, Red Wedding. No, I'm thinking, you know what I was thinking of? The scene where Arya changes into him and kills the people. That's what I was saying. I know that's not Red Wedding, but
I was like,
that's
what
the scene I
fuck?
wanted to watch. And I ended up going to
yeah.
Battle of the Bastards.
Yes. I was watching, Banta was watching that. It was like coming up to that for the first time. She was like, oh, I'm so happy Rob Stark found this girl. Like, they're so cute. Oh, she's pregnant.
And you already watched that?
I already watched it. I'm just sitting on the couch, like, waiting for destruction to happen.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched this yet, and we're spoiling it, too fucking bad. Go watch it.
They're not going to be able to remember.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So then she's like watching, and she's like, oh no. oh no. Then it all starts. The progression of the red wedding starts.
Yeah.
And then she literally is just silent after. And it's like, na 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 after. And she's just like, what the fuck just happened? I wish
Call
I
her
could watch.
reaction. Oh,
I have
watch
it.
again.
I have her reaction.
Oh, really?
And then Kara too. Kara, I was like, what part are you at? She's like, oh, Rob and this, blah, they're going, whatever. I'm just texting her. I'm like, want to FaceTime? Because I wanted to see. I'm like, so for some reason I enjoy it so much. I like to watch those people's stuff.
Yeah.
No, but oh my God, that fucking scene. All of it. We were just watching, guys, and like back-to-back scenes gave us chills for 7 minutes straight. It was fucking insane.
There was a 5-minute period where I got goosebumps.
Yeah, you had
Like
the
5 times.
goosies. Yeah.
What the fuck?
So crazy. Okay. Another question somebody asked me. This is her name's Brianna Balsamo. She was like a friend of, or she's a cousin of one of my friends from high school. And she said, if somebody was making a movie about you, what actor or actress from me would you want to play you?
Awesome. And director.
Direct it? Sure.
Okay.
Let's do that too. I already know my director. My director is going to be Greta Gerwig, who directed Little Women.
Greta Thunberg?
No.
What? Is that her name?
It's like Thumb something, yeah. Yeah, Greta Gerwig, she directed Little Women, the 2017 version. Was that? Is that the year? 19?
Pretty Little Woman?
Little Women, yeah.
Did I watch that?
It's fun. You should. We actually said, we all said all men should watch this.
Okay, who would you want to play you?
Okay, so I thought about this because obviously I got these questions before you, so I really do feel bad when that happens. 2019 film Little Woman.
Send them to me.
I'm sorry. I'll send them next week's to you.
Okay.
So, okay, so I want it to be a comedy. If it's gonna be a movie about me, you know,
Yeah,
I
I
just
can see
like
that.
I want people to laugh.
I
You
can
know,
see that for
my
sure.
life's not that serious. You know, so it's gonna be a comedy, and Julia Louis-Dreyfus from Seinfeld.
God, she got the whole plot and everything. Dude.
I would like
what the fuck?
I would like
Let me
her
come
to
back.
play me when she's like younger, obviously, but I think she would do a good job.
That's sweet. I don't know who that is.
She's Elaine from Seinfeld. You never watched Seinfeld.
I know who Elaine is.
Yeah,
I've watched it enough to know
her from
I know her.
Seinfeld.
The main chick.
Yeah.
In it. The main woman.
Yes.
Sorry, Nicolette.
The main female.
Damn. Okay.
You want to think about it?
Well,
Who are you gonna have?
Leo would do a good job. Leo would do a great job, honestly.
Obviously.
Yeah. Noella would want me to say Cole or Dylan Sprouse.
Oh my god.
Because when I was a kid,
Wait a
we
damn
looked alike.
minute.
When I was like,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
You know. Now I look way better than them.
Sure.
Damn, you know who I'd want to play me probably, and not because the looks.
Okay. Yeah. Just who's? Yeah.
But
it doesn't have to be.
But
about
he's
looks.
just a badass.
Yeah.
Dude. He's just a fucking badass. Like, and he's in so many movies I love, like Brad Pitt.
You want to know what this girl said?
But not
though?
for the
She's like-
looks. Not for the looks.
She said. I feel like it tells a lot about a person.
No, but I'm literally saying not for look because I'm thinking like of those. I'm thinking like when he played in.
Yeah, like he could do your demeanor.
Like
well.
I love Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
I love that.
that's
movie.
what I
and
thought,
I love God, the fucking Nazi movie, dude.
Oh yeah,
That's one of my
Inglourious
favorite movies.
Bastards.
Inglourious Bastards. Like
Yeah.
he's just I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He could be funny.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
That's the thing. Like that's
Yeah.
like a comedic role
Yeah.
almost.
If there's a serious movie about you, Cillian Murphy
Who's that?
from Peaky Blinders.
Oh yeah. Oh really?
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yep.
Respect that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Director.
who's directing it?
I don't know. I might see. You can't go Tarantino.
Go Tarantino.
But you can but I don't have an action life. Like my life ain't about action.
Yeah, but
I'm about that action, boss.
yeah,
What's
but
that
I don't know where that's from.
I don't know. That's from something.
Um,
Can't go Tarantino. Probably. Give me Scorsese.
Scorsese. So you got a gangster life then, a mob
I feel
life.
like he would do a better job because it's more like chill, and he could find the spots. You
right,
know,
right, yeah. He could find.
he could find like the sweet spots,
Yeah,
and like
there's no wrong answer.
like
here.
Scorsese because like he could film us just sitting on the couch, like hey,
Exactly.
make me a coffee, you know, whatever.
Exactly. Okay. Last question, and then we'll move on to fun facts. This is from Nicole Weaver. She said, if you were famous, what would you want to be famous for?
Ooh, that's a good one. Go ahead, keep going.
I tried to think about this and I could not think of anything other than like, I would love to be an actress.
Yeah.
Like for like a like those actors and actresses that are like.
You want to be a top notch. You want to be A-lister.
I want to be a fucking A-list actress, dude. Like I don't want to look for the jobs. I want the jobs to look for me.
Yeah, you want scripts sent to your house.
Scripts sent to my house.
And you don't even want to read them.
I want somebody else to read them for me.
You want to pay beta to read them for you.
Yeah. I want to be like Meryl Streep actress. Like I go into a movie and be like, I think this needs to be added, and they'd be like, all right, Meryl, I got you.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
like
a
that.
good one, dude.
But like obviously, but also like feeding the hungry or something, dude. Like that'd be pretty cool. But like,
be like Mother Teresa or something.
Exactly. Yeah.
What I'd want to be famous for?
Kindness.
Damn, that's a good. It's basic. I mean, world peace. Yeah. Giving a fucking.
Changing the Constitution.
Yeah, giving one of those speeches. That's you.
That's what I should.
That's you. I'm keeping my shit the same. No,
just joking.
Probably, dude. I think being an actor would be fucking badass.
Oh my god.
Being an actor would be. Yeah, Colin Farrell's the shit, man. But no, I think being an actor, like an A-lister, because like Entourage, that lifestyle, dude. Like you bring your 3 best friends along, like.
Yeah.
You know, or.
But I want to be like nice. You know, I want to be known for being a nice A-list actress. That's what I want. No, because there are some out there like Julie Andrews, Meryl Streep, like all those old ladies.
Maybe like be known for like curing cancer or some shit.
Well, duh. Yeah, obviously.
You know, but you'll probably die. They'll probably kill you.
Oh my god. No, we're not talking about more conspiracies or anything.
What do you mean by they? Who's they?
Or anything more serious. The liberals.
The elites. Name them.
That's enough.
The top people.
That's enough. Okay.
There's never an answer. There's never like, who's they?
Yeah.
The top people, bro.
It's so funny how we
Rothschilds.
always do that. Where I was like, they say that who the fuck is they?
Yeah,
like,
the Rothschilds, man. Come on.
Okay. Let's go to our fun facts.
The Federal Reserve.
Oh my god.
No, but let's go.
Okay, fun facts. This one's like I feel like we all know this, but it's still fun to like talk about.
Okay.
Amanda sent it in. She said, not crazy, but funny. Your tongue knows how different surfaces will feel right before you lick it, or like if you lick it. So like if you look at that table, you're like, I know exactly how that will feel when I lick it.
I could see everything in this room.
Every single thing that you
I even
look
know how
at,
that screen will
everything
taste.
Every single thing. We just are like, I wonder why. I wonder what the science is behind that.
Wow.
I'll look into that a little deeper for next episode.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Kara said the average speed of a fart is 7 miles per hour.
Damn. No wonder Nicolette can always smell it quick. It's pretty fast.
Isn't that funny? That is so crazy. My friend Austin Biba, he's like, this one's a little dark, but the only thing promised is death. Literally. I'm like, damn, Austin.
No, wait
Jesus
a minute.
Christ.
Damn. He's right. No, he's right.
It's
It's true. Death and taxes.
That in Texas. In America.
Yeah, death and taxes.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna go through all these facts. It's fine. Chris Spazowski, the first ever form of sutures were ant heads.
We 100% can see you doing that.
Yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
You blocked the camera. Yeah, you weren't blocking us from seeing you.
It's fine.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, the first ever form of sutures were ant heads. I don't know what that means, so I'm gonna look more into that.
The first ever what?
Sutures, like hi Beta, hi Amanda.
Somebody sit down.
Hi Dami.
I gotta pee.
Here, Dami.
Take over. We're going over fun facts.
Did you miss me, people?
Yeah, come over here. Hi Bianca. Look who's back. Leanne's
Hello.
back.
Oh, Leanne's back for round 2. Anyone else want to say something? I'm getting nervous.
Well, come on, sit down. Somebody sit down.
I've got. Okay, fun facts.
Yeah.
Okay, but I have something in my hand. So you do it.
Come on, Dom. Oh, Dom, what happened to your face? On the left.
Oh, it was a pimple.
Oh.
Hoeing me in front of everyone. Now I got to come into this situation.
So we're having a family night tonight, but we ran a little bit late. So Chris Spazowski's fact was the first ever form of sutures were ant heads.
Ant heads?
Yeah, what does that mean? Like,
I have no idea.
I think that he might have just made that up and lied to me. That's something he would do.
It could be.
I'm
You're
gonna.
gonna have to fact check it.
Okay. This is another
Are
one.
these the ones that you posted on Instagram?
Yeah, in the winter, frogs stay under the lake, river, creek, ice all winter, and their metabolism is slower to survive. So just like hibernating.
Incredible.
That's crazy. That's all for facts. Not many people. Oh wait, no, I think more people did. Nope, that's all for facts. But the average speed of a fart is 7 miles per hour.
Mine go at least 21. At least.
3 times faster.
Leon, how fast do you think your farts go? How fast? Yeah. 160.
160 miles per hour? Jesus.
This guy's got power. I said me at least 21.
21 miles per hour for farts.
I wasn't ready for this.
The other facts was talking about a frog. Frogs live underneath the ice in the winter on rivers, lakes, creeks.
Oh,
Yeah, they live underneath it all winter long, and their metabolism slows down so they can survive.
really?
Yeah,
So they're not getting no air.
I guess no air. Wow. You know that song?
Yeah, of course I know that song. Tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air.
What, Vita?
Come on.
Well, I already went through them, so I don't want to repeat them for everybody else. And Samir, you're gonna hear them for the first time too.
You're what?
The facts.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
You don't gotta read. You don't gotta go over them again.
Yeah.
So are we just saying bye now?
Beta, we want to have you back on so that we can talk about all of your injuries that you've had.
Welcome. Can you say hi?
I would love to come back.
Amanda's gonna
You're
come
in our
on.
workspace.
Amanda's gonna come on in a little bit. She's ready.
This is a preview. Short little preview.
I don't know. I'm really nervous.
You're gonna
You'll be
fucking
all right.
hate the way you just sounded. I don't know. I'm really nervous.
All right, I think we should end it.
Anyhow, all of our friends are here, so it doesn't make sense for us to continue talking to each other. We love you.
Love you guys.
Love you, Samir.
Bye. Love you too.
Bye.